Guys, what's going on? So this is something that I've been working on ever since this modifier came in, and this is a new modifier that we just got, and it's called Friends, and it's very similar, or it is actually the Friends modifier from Random League. Where every time you use a hero ability, the three squares in the center, also known as, I guess, the cultist squares, the three squares in the center get a chance to level up. And so if and it's not any faction, it is specifically the Magic Council and Technogenic cards. Those will level up. So if you have anything else, it doesn't matter that you have them in your deck. The only ones that have a chance to level up will be the Magic Council or Technogenic. So obviously, if you have a Genie deck, just play Genie, and Genie will be even better. If you have a Cultist deck, I suppose just play Cultist, and it'll probably be pretty good. If you have a Twilight Ranger deck, just play Twilight Ranger. That'll also probably be pretty good. But as a Forest Faction main person, I am all about Treant, and very ironically, a lot of people would have thought that Treant would have been good in the last faction bonus because of the Forest Faction level ups, and Treant deals with level ups. The problem with the last one, and why I never showcased a deck, was because I could never get it to quite work. The best thing that I got to work was that the Banshee deck that I did, where everything was getting leveled up, and it was like Dark Faction, Forest Faction, so my Earth Elementals that I need to level up, that are hard to level up, got level ups, and then my Banshee's Dark Faction, and that's how the entire Genie dying to a 4,300 non-max Genie player, that whole thing. But I always wanted to do, I wanted a bonus that would benefit Treant, and this is this is what I've come down to. I was trying different support units. Obviously, Kobold is a Technogenic faction, and if you have the level 3 ability, the Miner's Light ability, you can get 21% as a flat rate bonus. For every merge rank, you get a critical damage bonus, and that's 21%. I tried Energy of the Deep. I tried Labor's Reward to have multiple kobolds in the center, and then use Labor's Reward. And eventually I just didn't like it. I don't know. I didn't think it was efficient. You had really fast level ups because you had the Labor's Reward. And so when one would level up, every time you used your mana ability, it had a chance for another one in the center to level up, and you were leveling them up pretty fast. And that's the benefit. But I don't know. I just didn't like it. I think that just getting a large quantity of kobolds is better than getting level ups quicker. I think you get it quick enough with this exact setup. I am using Chemist. I tried a Sharpshooter because Sharpshooter is also Technogenic. The problem that I was running into with Sharpshooter is that it's the problem with the mechanic. With the mechanic, the problem is that you need it to have high attack speed. And with the setup that I will show you, you're not giving attack speed to your Sharpshooter. You'll see where I place the Chemist, and because I don't have the Chemist I will only run one Sharpshooter. The problem is that what will happen is I will not be giving the Sharpshooter any amount of attack speed, and so the explosive rounds, what's it called? The talent, it needs to it has the chance to lower a target by 40%, but that's 0.25% per attack in crazy shooting mode, which is activated when mini bosses and bosses happen, but it's not quick enough to deal with everything. The shrapnel will give you 30%, but to get the 70 full percent, you have to attack with the explosive rounds, or else you're just getting 30%. And so it'd be with no fast attack speed, with no Knight Statue, and with no 15% bonus with the Gunslinger, it just didn't work. And when you have a Chemist, you're getting just an immediate, because you're able to get it to level 7 pretty easily, you're getting full bonus all the time, and you're getting it immediately. As soon as a boss appears, you're immediately getting it. The problem with Trapper is that the traps have to be where the boss is and where the Phantom is. With Chemist, no matter where it is, it's gonna auto hit it for full amount, and it just works really efficiently. This is the best version of a setup that I've ever done. It has the kobold spots I get immediately. So right here I have pretty bad kobold spots. I trade it one time, and I get perfect kobold spots on the 2 right sides. What I'm going to do is basically do a zealot setup in the center. And I'm doing it in an X format, and then in the C3 spot, if you don't understand by now, in the grid, top to bottom, it goes A, B, and C. Left to right, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the C3 spot is where my Gunslinger will be, and then what I'll be doing is once I set up in the Zealot format, where it's the X. If you've ever played Zealot, you know how you have to set it up. You have to set up a Zealot deck. It's in the X. That's where all of my Treants will be, but I will also have an additional Treant in the A3 spot as well. My 2 things in the center. I'm sorry. I guess I have 3 things in the center. It'll be a Chemist and a Kobold on the B2 and the B4 spot. It doesn't matter where you place either. Obviously, if you do get a gadget tile in one of those spots, move the Chemist there. It doesn't completely matter, because once you get a level 7 Chemist, it's shooting so fast anyway. But if you can, why not? It's one of those. And then, obviously, in the B5 spot and the C5 spot, that's where my that's where my kobolds are just landing. If I had to play this game differently, in my extra spots, in the A1, B1, C1 extra spots that I don't use, I should have just left Scrappers. And that's the only thing that I would have played differently in this game. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. You're doing 3, 4, 5, 6. You're doing 6 Treants, which I feel like is enough. Every time you use your gadget, you're getting level ups on your Kobold and your Chemist. And then you're just utilizing your Treant ability whenever you can. You still want to upgrade your Gunslinger, like I did right there. That's obviously, it'll forever be important. But getting the free level ups every time you use your gadget ability is really strong. Once this starts rolling and it gets into the latter rounds, you'll see that I basically have a level 7 Kobold and a level 7 Chemist, just basically all the time. And it's being able to just auto level those specific cards up. It makes it so that when you are leveling down, the problem that you'll run into if you run this deck on a normal non-faction bonus time, getting those Scrapper hits to hit your non-Treants is pretty hard. And so being able to auto level up 2 cards that you would just have to luck out with Scrapper hits is really, really good. And that's what makes this deck. It's why, even if I was running this in the last faction bonus week, with where Forest faction levels up, it's not that good of a deck. Because you need your other cards to level up in order to level up your Treants. Leveling up your Treants, ironically, isn't the best in this deck. Leveling up one Treant, one level, is not that great, which is why leveling up your Gunslinger from a 6 to a 7 so that you can level it down, you're giving 7 stacks, as opposed to one thing getting 1 stack with the faction bonus. And that's why you want to get your non-Treants to level 7. And it's difficult when you're having to rely on Scrapper catches or Scrapper hits. What you'll see happen over the course of the game is red guys will hit your Chemists, red guys will hit your Kobolds, and then what will happen is sometimes you just don't get your Scrappers to hit your Kobold and your Chemist, or your Kobold and your Crystalmancer, or your Kobold and your Trapper, or your Kobold, or your Knight Statue and your Trapper. Sometimes it just doesn't hit those cards, and then what will happen is the red guys will, the Blazing Burns will hit your things, it'll level down, Tribunals will hit your things, and they'll level down, and those individual levels will ruin your entire game. And that's why leveling up a Gunslinger is so important, but why it's so hard to keep this flowing late game. It just starts to get out of hand. And that's why Zeus is the answer for this deck, is the true answer for this deck. But I think that this faction bonus is just very strong. I like this. I love this setup. I think that it's so efficient. Look at that. Yeah, I just got a level up on both, and so they're both level 5s. When the difference between level 3 and level 4 on this deck is it's insane. Like, just look at my damage numbers, even at level 3, and then as soon as I start flowing into level 4s, look at the damage spike. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, insane. And so for the most part, if you're playing against an equivalent player, I'm not playing against an equivalent player. I'm winning every single round. I don't remember what his crit level is. He doesn't have a max anything. He doesn't have a max Gunslinger. He doesn't have a max Kobold. Even though Robot is very good, without a max Kobold and max Gunslinger, you're doing significantly less damage. Right here, I still have a bunch of level 3s, and I'm doing 240 million damage. As soon as this starts getting into 4s, like, just watch that damage spike. I already have a level 7 Chemist and a level 7 Kobold, or a level 6 Kobold. I only have 43 stacks. This is why I say I should have left a Scrapper in all the spots that I'm not using, because there's no reason for me to keep summoning into those spots and then needing my Gunslinger to move Kobolds into those spots. I should just be dropping things into those spots, as opposed to like summoning into these other random A1, B1 squares. Like right there. For some reason, I'm combining all the Scrappers, and honestly, that's really the only thing I would have changed in my gameplay. I'm starting to have 2 level 4s. No, I have 3 level 4s, and I just hit 700 million damage. If you're wondering how good Genie is, I'm patting myself on the back for hitting 700 million damage on a wave 7. I played against a Genie deck where they were hitting 1 billion damage wave 4. That's the difference. I have the Chemist on a gold spot. I don't know if you noticed that I switched it, but yeah, if you have the gold spots, use them. 3.8 billion damage. I don't even have like high numbers on any of my Treants, and that's how much I'm doing. I don't even have like 100 stacks on my Kobold. That's how good this is. Like as soon as you get those level 4 Treants, your damage just goes through the roof. On this next Phantom mode, or this next Phantom, watch how much damage I do. I just hit another gold tile on a Treant. I have a singular level 10. Technically, I guess that doesn't matter because I'm running my Cellium Masters, so all of the numbers are being calculated together, which is why everybody runs my Cellium Masters. I think this was the moment where I was like, hey, I should stop getting rid of these scrappers. I thought about it way too late. 9 billion damage. This is where you would start flowing with your kobolds, and I should have been doing this earlier. But yeah, this is the setup. I really like it. I think it's just like, I don't know. It's just a beautiful looking setup. You can obviously move it if you have your kobold spots, I don't know, like 1 square over. You could move the whole thing to the left or to the right. You can move it however you want. I just think that it's... Actually, no, you can't. You can't move it because you need the 3 spots in the middle. Yeah, so this is just the perfect setup for this modifier, and I really like it. Again, if you have a Genie deck, just play Genie. If you have a Cultist deck, just play Cultist. But if you are running Treant and you want Treant to be great again, I think this is pretty good. I'll catch you guys next video.